I plan to talk about the history of Miami people, and I want to talk about how waterways have been important to us in our history. We have always lived along waterways, along rivers. The Wabash River, the Wabash River, was always very important to us. We had many villages along the Wabash River, particularly when it was confluences with other rivers and creeks. And so I'll talk about not only those rivers, but how rivers and water sources have been important to us throughout our history. And I will talk also about the Miami tribe today. I want people to understand that even though the Miami tribe was forcibly removed from what is today Indiana in 1846, we are still here and we are a thriving people. And we are not just a people of the past. We are a living people with a past. And we have many citizens who still live here in Indiana. During our forced removal, some families were able to get an agreement from Joseph Sinclair, who was the removal agent, agreed to allow some families to stay behind to harvest the crops. So the men, most of whom were part of our national council, so they were tribal leaders, did go on removal, but in some cases their wives or other family members stayed behind to harvest the crops that year. And then the following spring, the men returned. And then later that summer, they were also again removed back to Kansas. This time the men and their families were removed back to Kansas. Some of them came back again and remained here in Indiana and were exempted then in 1850. So for some of them, it was definitely a back and forth kind of thing. Miami people, the Amiake, have been in what is now Indiana since time immemorial. In 1846, we were forcibly removed to west of the Mississippi. But some Miami people remained in Indiana, and we are still here, and we are citizens of the Miami tribe of Oklahoma, a sovereign, federally recognized tribe of Indians.